You're such a weird dancer. Like, you never do the same thing, and I'm always like, ah!
Good evening, everybody. What are you doing? Me and Bri have had too many drinks to actually do a tipsy girl talk, but we're here and we're gonna do a tipsy girl talk because I thought it'd be fun. Me and Niall often do tipsy Q&As and it's always fun, so we have Bri today instead of Niall. She looks a bit different, but she's my best friend.
Why do I look a bit different?
You look quite different. I don't mean different, but you look different to Niall.
Oh, right. I thought you just meant in general. I was like, I know, I'm at a hair
She's
trip.
a bit different.
She looks a bit different. I was going to make up all that cliches.
We're currently away and we thought it would be fun. We did just play a game of Never Have I Ever, which has ended in a little bit too many shots. And I usually kind of try to start the video a little bit less drunk and then gradually get a little bit tipsy, but we're already there. So this could be an interesting video. It may not even make it out there, but hopefully it will. We've got this weird Prague citrus drink.
Oh,
there it is. Fernet. Citrus fernet.
it literally tastes like a floor cleaner.
No, how do you know what a floor cleaner tastes like?
Because sometimes you clean your floor and then it gets a bit in your mouth and you go, oh, that wasn't very nice.
I've never had that. I've never had a floor cleaner.
I was going to put it in your wine then.
You dare. Basically, we thought that we would answer some of your girly questions. Lots of you have sent in them on Instagram story, so I thought it'd just be nice. Oh, okay, this is a good one to start with.
Okay. What
did Bri think of your toxic ex at the time? There's quite a few questions about that.
Oh, great.
The toxic man from the past.
So, I mean, it was a long old journey, 7 years, nothing much, you know, whatever.
That's so long, isn't it?
So I was very
against him.
No, but equally, I think I never was like, if you get back with him, I'm not gonna talk to you.
No, you never personally judged me.
So I think it was fine. I was just like trying to coax you over him, and I think there's a situation when you're a friend and there's not really anything you can do. Like, you've just got to accept the fact that you will do what you want to do
and just
be there for you.
It.
And I think sometimes friends can be like, oh, like, he's really bad for you, and if you talk to him one more time, like, I'm not going to be your friend.
Yeah.
Whereas I think, like, maybe I should have been a little bit firmer on you, but I was just like, okay, well, if I was you, I'd do what I want to do, so. Yeah,
but I think as long as your friend's supporting you through it, but then obviously I can also respect that Bri didn't agree with what I was doing. Yeah. And after a while it got a bit tiring, didn't it? Because it was very repetitive. It was like a vicious cycle of
it was like
sadness.
7 years of like, I think he's really gonna commit to me now and like be really nice, and then he'd just be a prick again. Like, it's horrible to watch. Like, I remember every time you cry,
but you were always supportive.
They give you a cushion bed and then you'd be like, oh, he's texted me something really nice.
Do you remember that one time after the jazz when you were like, I was like a little sad cocoon in bed, did you?
Oh, and you cried.
That was when I lost my virginity.
Oh,
do you remember?
God, yeah, I do. That was horrible. That was actually horrible. Yeah, that was not nice at all.
I was very sad after I lost my virginity.
No, that's so sad. It's so
no, but
sad.
it's not, because it's just life, isn't it? You're losing your virginity isn't always a great experience. I think most of the time it's not a good experience. Because like, it's just not. It's so built up and it's just not. Are you jealous when one of you hangs out with other friends and without you?
No.
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 Me and Bri have, like, we live so far away from each other now, and like, I love Bri's friends.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I love your friends, so I think we're quite lucky. Some people, you know, when they don't integrate their friends very well, it's quite hard.
But like, I introduced Bri to all of my London friends when we lived in London and we had little parties, and Bri just gets on with everyone.
Oh, I love that.
She's literally like the just social butterfly queen.
I'll have a chat with anyone.
She'll have a chat with a flipping glass of this stuff.
And I mean, I am sipping it.
She'll be having a chat when I turn the camera off.
I personally don't get why you'd be insecure, because your friends, outside of you, like if you're in London and you didn't have any friends, or in wherever you live, I'd be like really sad that you'd be there and I'd be here and you wouldn't have anyone.
Yeah,
and like,
you want somebody to be like having fun with other friends too, because we don't live near each other. And even when we were younger though, we weren't like jealous of our other friends.
No, we were good. I think like sometimes, like I wouldn't want you to have a friend as best as me.
I don't worry, I don't.
No, I'm joking. I am joking.
But the thing is, I think we know that we have this weird bond that is great,
fine.
And I don't think I'll ever have it with anyone else, so it's fine, because I'm not gonna find someone like Bridie.
You're like, Bridie will not find anyone as good as a friend as me.
No, I just said I won't find someone as good as you. Chat to your friend, and don't worry if they have other friends, because they should have other friends.
Yeah.
And different people give you different, like, just like you were gonna say.
Yeah, different friends have different things. Like you've sometimes got your friends that are like an all-rounder, which is really weird. That's really rude on some of my friends. I shouldn't say that, but like there are people in life that you know you can have a good time with, and there's people in life you know you can like, if you're having a shit time, you can be like, hey, like I'm really struggling, help me out. And I think they're your closest friends, aren't they?
Yeah. So. This is interesting. I saw this. I was looking through the questions this morning because we asked last night. And a few people have said, have you guys ever been jealous of each other? We have a literal no jealousy relationship, and we never ever have. Me and Bri have a different taste in guys. We look different. We're so different in so many ways, and like we both appreciate each other for what we are.
But I actually don't get jealousy in friendships at all. Like, this might sound really harsh to people who are jealous of their friends, but
it's not a real friend.
I genuinely do not. And like, if you said to me, oh, I bought a house and I felt resentment to you, I'd be like, they can't be my friend if I feel like that towards them.
But you know, you sometimes can have friends that backhand compliment you. They'll be like, oh, you look pretty, you bitch.
Yeah, but I don't have any friends like that, because I think, sorry,
no, I just wouldn't be.
If any of you like that, you're awful people. No, like, I've never been jealous of my friends, but I can appreciate when somebody's jealous if they're like, say they've been out of a relationship, they're really struggling, or like they're not very close to their family and they see their friends close to their family. I get it in that respect, but in terms of like appearance, or if somebody's like had like a life goal, or somebody's done really well for themselves,
if they're not supporting you, they're not your real friend.
No, I honestly, if somebody says to you, oh, like, you look nice, you bitch, I'd be like, well, you're a bitch, I'm not going to be your friend. So who says that?
I had it in uni as well. There was a few people that I saw do it to people, and I noticed did it to me, and at first I just kind of ignored it. But if anyone makes you feel like that, they're not really your friend.
No.
And the thing is, it's their own problem and their own insecurities coming out. It's not you. I couldn't be friends with someone like that makes you feel put down all the time.
It's actually probably the one subject that I get quite passionate about, because I'm just like, I don't think
Go on then, give us your passion.
No, I just don't think you should be mean to your friends. Like, I think if it's your friend, why would you ever...
You want to support them, you want to lift them up, you want to like cheer them on. That's what girl power's about. Did your first time hurt? Mine did. Mine was rubbish. I feel like losing your virginity is hyped up so much, but it is, I think 90% of the time, not great.
I think everyone just is so nervous about it, because like you see it in films and they're like...
It hurts, because you never had something up there.
I just think that like people shouldn't worry about it. Like, if you're gonna have a relationship and that's gonna happen, like, it's got...
But also
there's
as
a
well...
first time for everything.
But also as well, if it is not like your movie ideal, that's fine too, because like, mine was rubbish, the location sucked, the guy sucked. You know, you see fairy tales on films and stuff about first times, and you really want it to be special, and sometimes it might be, but often it might not be, and that's okay.
What I can say is, I did not like red wine when I first drank red wine, and now I love red wine.
That's such a good saying.
I think that just sums it up.
That's so true. There you go. Right, these words of wisdom. What is your guys' messiest night out story you can think of? Do you know what one that I can remember really well is, like, basically we're in the town me and Bri grew up in. There was this thing called the Jazz, which was like a weekend in August where it was like jazz music, but everybody in the town went out and it was really fun.
I'm stressing, so I'm wondering which one you're going to tell, because every...
No, it's not really bad, but I just remember you waking up in a bush and calling me, saying that you were in a bush. Can you come get me? You were at Joseph's house.
Yeah, well, no, you were at Joe's house, and I ran.
No, you were.
No. You remember this so wrong. You were. Why would I be there? You were there.
I thought you were up in a bush by his house.
Yeah, I did. So basically, I was on my way home, and I couldn't get home, and I was just like, oh, fuck it, this will do. Oh, wait.
It's alright. It's alright, you can
never mind, this bush will do. So I slept in a bush, because I couldn't get home, so I was like, oh, it's fine, it's safe. There's not going to be any people in the bush. It was pretty spiky. I was shredded the next day, so I was like, I know I'll be safe. If anybody tries to rob me, I'll be in a bush with spikes, so it's fine. So I slept in a bush. Anyway, it's so stupid. I was like 14, 15, 16, 15. 15. Anyway, I woke up and I was like, why am I sleeping in a bush? Like, let's get this together. So I called Meggan and I was like, please help me, I am sleeping in a bush and I probably just come from my way home, like, where are you? And she was at our friend's house. I walked up the hill and you gave me some water, do you remember? And I was like, this is a nice house. And then I remember we just went home and that was it, and it was fine. But on the way from the bush to yours, I walked down a hill and I bumped into 3 of my dad's friends, and I was literally like, what a time. My dad doesn't even live here, and they were like, oh, what's your name? Like, are you lost? And I was like, yeah, I don't know where I am really, because I woke up obviously confused. And they were like, oh, what's your name? I was like, oh, Brian and Kemi's. And they were like, oh, I know your dad. And I was like, okay, it's fine. Yeah, that night was mental. What does Brian think of Niall?
It looks like that. What does Brian think of Niall? Go on then.
Oh, stop it. He'll just, his head will be so big.
I know, that's why I didn't want to say it.
He won't get up the door, he'll literally be like, woo. No. I love Niall.
You and Niall have your own friendship, don't you? Away from me.
He's sassy. He's always like, oh, sorry, like, you can come in because you're Meggan's friend. I'm like, oh, we're not friends? He's quite rude.
No, he loves you so much.
I love him. I'll have a cuddle with him.
Yeah, they make
fun of him. Niall won't like me saying it, but he was very quiet when we first met, so he was really,
was he?
Yeah, really shy. Like,
that was another thing actually. What your first impression was? If you know what happened with me and Niall, you know that at the beginning Niall didn't like me very much, and so Bri was a bit like, after the other guy from Wales, he was horrible. Niall wasn't horrible, but
he was fine.
Niall wasn't wanting to commit at the beginning for about a year. Bri was like, oh no, here we go again.
I met Niall and all of his friends, and I thought he was nice that night that I first ever met Niall. Like, I thought he was a nice boy, but then when you were together, he was quite like quiet and a bit sheepish, and I think he was like that because he thought, oh, this fiery Welsh girl's coming down, like, she's really loud, over the top, blah blah blah. And I remember I went in, and I think you just had Poppy at the time because she was a kitten.
Yeah,
and we went to your flat in wherever it was, and you were in the shower. You were like, right, I'm going to the shower, bye. And I was like,
left you with
is it me and Niall? And I was like, so Niall, where are you from? Because this was back when I was like,
I can talk to a wall.
And then eventually I was like, I can't think of any more questions. And I just ran out and I was like, so you play,
he's so shy.
You play drums?
He doesn't know you.
And he was like, yeah, I play drums. And I was like, oh, I'm done. Like, I'm actually done. I don't know what else to say. And I was like, and then he was quite quiet. But then, like, I met him the second time, and he's just shy. Like, no, I was quite shy.
He's a bit of an introvert until you get to know him. But that's the funny thing, because, like, you wouldn't know that from online, because he's he's got way better. When I first met him, he
met my sister yesterday, and he was like, hey, like, who's this, la la, like, but this was when you guys were what, like 18? Like, that's still young.
When I met him, he was really mysterious.
Yeah, but now I bloody love the boy, and I hope he doesn't watch this. It's embarrassing.
He won't. He never watches my videos.
No, he's lush. Like, he's so nice. He's so good to Meg. They balance each other out. He puts her in a place.
I put him in his place too.
And you put him in his place. Like, it's a good balance. It's yin and yang. It's nice.
He's the X to my O.
Oh, okay.
He's the gin to my tonic.
Oh, stop it.
Oh look, you guys are the best. Remind me of me and my bestie.
Oh, that's cute.
What are you gonna do for your bachelorette party?
None of your freaking business.
Bridie's organising the hen
she's not allowed to know. It's funny because she's like, Okay, yeah, I like surprises, but equally I don't want to go to the UK. I want it to be in a villa. I want it to be somewhere hot. I want it to be in summertime. And I'm like, Meg, you can basically just guess where we're going to go.
Me and Brian are going to go try wedding dresses on soon.
Oh, it's so excited.
And we're going to bring you guys. Have you ever fallen out over a boy or both liked the same boy?
No.
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 No, we're chalk and cheese. We literally have very different tastes.
Honestly, if you turned around and be like a fancy guy, I'd be like, no, you don't. Oh no, that's really mean. No, scrap that. That's horrible.
Yeah, but you wouldn't fancy Niall. You just
I
wouldn't.
don't fancy Niall, but
You never would. No. Niall's gonna watch that and be like, what's wrong with me?
sorry, no, too airy. Chicken.
Too much eyebrow.
Too many eyebrows for me, kid.
Too many. Too.
Have a pluck and come back. Joking, don't tell him that. You're getting insecure. I love his eyebrows. You're lovely. You're lovely.
Wait, where is it? What is the craziest, weirdest thing you've seen each other do?
Oh, fucking hell.
I don't know.
There's been many a weird thing. Like, this is, oh, actually, no, this is going to sound really weird. But do you remember when we used to wear bathing suits or pyjamas and we used to bath together?
Oh, yeah, we did. But that's not that weird.
Yeah, but there's photos of us when we used to do the shark and I used to go, no. And like this, and I used to put my bun. Do you remember I used to put my hair?
Yeah.
I used to literally go like this, and I used to, because my hair was shorter and blonde, I used to spoke up and I'd be like, no.
How do you deal with when a guy has a lower sex drive than you, makes me feel like he's not interested? I feel like that's a hard question to answer because I think everybody has different sex drives and you've kind of got to, if you feel like he's got less than you and it's upsetting you, I would just say talk to him about it and just be like,
there's not really much you can, and it's whatever your sex drive is your sex drive, and I don't think you can change it too much. And I think that if you put too much pressure on someone, then it makes them go the other way. So I just think that,
and it becomes a thing.
And that's the thing, like talking about it is difficult. Like it's hard
because it's because you might feel embarrassed or you might feel worried what they're gonna say. Usually someone has more of a bigger sex drive than the other person, and that's okay. Like, it's not weird. Don't always take it personally. It doesn't necessarily mean they don't fancy you or they're not interested in your relationship. It might be loads of things. There's so many factors that can change your sex drive.
Like, I think the worst thing you can do is try and force it in the sense that like you like, every night you're gonna try and be really sexy, or you try and wear something nice, and then like I think it'll just make the other person go the other way. Whereas like if you just have a conversation about it, it might be worth being really stressful and you just want to go to bed at night or whatever it is. It is hard to pluck up the courage to be like, oh, by the way, this is happening, and like you said, just chat about it. But
I think the most important is just communicating.
Yeah, I think so too.
Will Bri be your children's godmum?
Stop it right now, because that's the cutest thing I've ever heard. Isn't it? Or will I?
Yeah, you will.
Oh, so cute. Oh, I will cherish them. If you die in a car crash, I will be there. Hard. I don't think that's the same thing. I mean,
Bridie can't technically be a genetical auntie, so she's the godmum.
I mean, I am an auntie, and that's really rude to say, because I'll be Auntie Bryce to your children. And I mean that.
You're Auntie Bryce to Bluebell already, so.
I don't know, you and Niall are safe forever and ever, and I never have to do that. But if I was to do that, I would be.
Yeah, that's what she needs.
Get out like that. Oh, take it easy, boy.
Last question.
Hold on.
What is one thing you love about the other person?
Oh, I've just gone right in there.
One thing you love about the other person.
Right, I'll go. Alright. Are you not that passionate about me? Do you not? No,
I'm very passionate about you, don't worry.
No, okay. So I love how when you care about a person, you bloody care. Like, there's no half-off. There's no half-off in it. Oh, I ruined it myself. So I love it when you care about a person, you bloody care about them, and there's no like, oh yeah, maybe I'll care about them today, tomorrow. Like, you're just so sweet, lovely. You've got me this little trip for my birthday, which is so sweet. Of course. But equally, it's the emotional support that I love.
What do you mean?
Like, you're just sweet. Like, obviously it's really lovely you got me a trip, but what I like is the memories. I'm so cheesy right now.
No, it doesn't. It's cute.
No, but it's lovely, and I love you so much. You're my
I do
best
too.
friend. And you make me happy
When skies are grey. No, I love Bri because she is 1 in a million. And Niall will agree with me on this because me and him talk about it. You will never meet someone like Bri. She's literally like, and everybody says this who actually meets her. Like all my London friends, they're like, Bryony is, everybody loves Bryony. That's just the truth. Everybody loves Bryony. She's just...
I think everybody loves Raymond.
And I'm just so lucky that we're best friends.
Cute.
No, but we are, because we're so lucky that we've got each other, because I think our friendship is so good. Like it is. We've been through ups and downs, and we have. There's been some times where we've been a little bit less close. We were like this when we were younger, but I feel like we have an even better equal relationship now.
Yeah, I think
because
so.
we both really appreciate, not that we didn't before, but when you're younger you have, you know, you go through times where you're really obsessed with the boy, or you're just really like obsessed with yourself, and you are.
No, I know. Yeah.
Like you are. So when you get to be an adult, like that's the thing that I always say. Some friendships, and we've talked about this, we did a podcast together.
Yeah.
Like friendships are up and down, and that's okay, and it doesn't mean that you're not really close. Because me and Bri had times where we were really, really close, sometimes where we didn't talk as much, and I was a shit friend. Bri wasn't really a shit friend.
I was. Like,
no, but we were a little bit less there for each other, but I don't think we ever won't be now.
Yeah.
I think that's what I always say with friendships. Some friendships last a season, a reason, or a lifetime. That's the saying. That's the saying. Because some friendships last for just like a little while, and that's okay. Because you had that friendship, and that's how long it needed to be. And maybe you learnt from it, or maybe you gained amazing memories from it. And some friendships last forever, and they might go through their ups and downs, and that's totally normal. But you find your way back to each other. And me and Bri find our way back to each other as adults.
Cute.
And we're closer than we've ever been.
Oh, yeah. It makes me emotional. I'm like, stop it, Meggan.
It's true though. Also, as you get older, you really like, you really get to know who you are. So you have that space to love somebody else.
Yeah.
And love your boyfriend and love your best friend.
I think when you get older as well, you know what like a friendship is. I think when you're younger, you can get like crowded by oh well, you know, we go out and have fun and it's so great and I love it. But like I think sometimes you just get like caught up in the moment and you think, well actually who's been there for me, and like
and you go through more life experience, so you realise who matters and who's there. Anyway,
we're gonna go and get pissed.
Anyway, I think that's gonna conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers to the disgusting drink and to our lovely friendship. Cheers to you guys. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, we can see. Ooh, we should finish it like that. That's a bit arty. Anyway, we're gonna love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that we covered some topics, because we wanted to cover some things like that you wanted to know, as well as just about our friendship. We have had a few too many drinks, so I really apologise if there was any slurring, there was any swearing, and if there was any rubbish chat, because there was probably all three.
A lot of rubbish chat.
A lot of rubbish chat. Anyway, thank you for watching. Love you guys so much. My boob just fell out. I'll see you in the next... I'll see you.